Before my American Ninja Warrior experience, I started sharing Ku's fitness journey, part 1, about how she lost 30 pounds in 3 months, kept the weight off for 4 years, but then gained weight after her 5th child and had trouble losing that baby weight until she joined group exercise classes, and then unfortunately hit a plateau and proved how too much exercise is not necessarily a good thing. Feel free to check out her story by clicking on the link above, or check out my playlist called Ku's Fitness Journey. Hi, this is Mimi. Today I'm going to share how Ku was able to bust through her plateau, achieve incredible results, and then unfortunately hit another plateau, and then reached out to me. Her incredible results included losing 6% body fat in 7 weeks, which is phenomenal because losing 1% every 2 to 4 weeks is excellent progress. And she lost basically 1% almost every single week, and that's comparable to hardcore bodybuilding competition dieting progress. In Ku's story part 1, I talked about how her exercising too much with group classes and up to 10 hours of cardio did not help her weight loss. She ended up focusing on other weight loss factors that make more of a difference than cardio: diet and weight training. So she did personal training with 7 other girls with the goal of losing body fat, doing 1 pull-up, and gaining body strength. She learned how to do compound lifts that are the best for gaining muscle and strength. So we're talking deadlifting, squatting, and benching.
Come on, come on. I wanna sing, I wanna shout, I wanna scream till the world pays. I'm not afraid, we can be all about it, we all about it.
And most importantly, she learned what clean eating was. Think non-processed wholesome foods. She went on a fat loss diet of about 1,450–1,500 calories at a body weight of a little over 150 pounds. And this was the first time she's ever tried clean eating, and she was able to go cold turkey when she saw the results. From last April to May, in just 7 weeks of compound lifting, eating less, and eating clean, she was able to lose 13 pounds and 6% body fat, dropping from 27% to 21%. After that, she decided to expend even more energy by doing more cardio, specifically running, and she was able to slim down even further to 139 pounds. She kept eating clean because she knew how to, and she kept lifting because she loved it, and she's good at it. She also learned about progressive strength training. And I'm a big believer in the concept of progress, especially when it comes to training, your diet, and really all aspects of life. She even explored CrossFit for 5 weeks, but decided she liked conventional lifting better. And then she started tracking her calories on MyFitnessPal, even the calories that she burned on her weightlifting sessions and her cardio sessions using her polar heart rate monitor. I'm a fan of MyFitnessPal, and I'm an advocate of my clients using it, but I don't even track how many calories I burn. So Ku is really on top of her game, and she's serious about results.
No one ever hears it, how we gonna learn your song? So come on, come on.
In the late summer of last year, she ended up weighing about 143 pounds, and she decided to go on a cut to lean down, but she didn't know how. So she changed her macros, your protein, carbs, and fat, to a ratio of 40% protein, 40% carbs, and 20% fat, and ate about 1,450–1,500 calories. She kept working out, lifting to build muscle, did all her cardio classes, did her separate cardio sessions for a total about 5 to 6 hours of weightlifting a week, and 5 to 6 hours of cardio a week. She also mostly prepped all of her meals for the week and just ate a little looser on the weekends to fit her family and kids. Unfortunately, despite all of that, her scale did not budge, and I'm sure you can imagine how frustrating that must have been. First of all, she was eating 1450 to 1500 calories, which was the same amount of calories that she was eating to lose body weight and fat in the first place. So if she's been eating the same amount, changing the percentage of protein, carbs, and fat is really not going to make much of a difference because you're still eating the same amount of calories that it takes to keep you at that current body weight. She would have needed to eat less. But then you look at how much exercise she's doing and her body weight, and 1450 to 1500 calories does not seem like enough fuel for the amount of activity that she's doing. With that amount of calories and the majority coming from clean eating and that amount of exercise, and she trains with intensity, she should be losing weight. But she was only dieting for 4 weeks. So if you have a similar situation, before you get extremely frustrated, please know that more often than not, you just need to diet longer. It is possible to lose body fat and not see a change at all on your scale for weeks because of water retention. Women also tend to see slower progress in fat loss than men who just start to diet, unfortunately for us. So it could take 4 weeks for your fat to mobilize and start to burn off your body. And I just want to quickly comment on her choice of the 40-40-20 macro split. It's a very common way to split up your calories, but I'm not a big fan of relying solely on ratios because first, it assumes that you've calculated the correct amount of calories for your body, for your goal. And it doesn't take into consideration the lean body mass that you have, which would affect the amount of protein you eat. And it also doesn't take into consideration how your body reacts to carbs, which would affect the amount of carbs and fats that you eat. In less than 9 months of weightlifting, Koo hit some miraculous milestones. 255-pound squats, 235-pound deadlift, 130-pound bench, and remember her goal of 1 pull-up? She got 7. Her progress and her genetics are mind-blowing, and she's even stronger now. So she built a good amount of muscle mass, and she wanted to lean out. She went on a bodybuilding chicken diet that consisted of chicken, veggies, brown rice, and she used the same macro split 40-40-20, eating about 1450 to 1700 calories, this time averaging about 1600 calories. Still working out 5 times a week, lots of lifting, lots of cardio, and she did it for about 3 weeks. She felt a little leaner, but her weight was still stuck at 144 pounds. With all this dieting and working out, she decided to take a week off for her metabolism. So she did have a sense that all this dieting was affecting her metabolism. And if you've been dieting for a while, and depending on how extreme, 1 week break is not enough to help fix your metabolism. And I'll elaborate on this more extensively later. She gained 3 pounds that week, and I thought she must have really just let loose and pigged out. But her eating wasn't even that bad. She averaged 1600 calories, and she ate a little over 2000 calories on a Saturday. I mean, she didn't eat chicken and veggies, but her eating was still 70% clean. And from that, she gained 3 pounds, which is a really bad sign for her metabolism because she still works out, and it's not like she was eating 3,000, 4,000 calories. After her 1 week break, she went back to dieting, but couldn't eat any more chicken and veggies. Don't blame her. So she went on a diet that consisted of eating 5 meals a day, 40 grams of protein and veggies per meal, 50 grams of carbs on low days, and 78 grams of carbs on high days. Now, 78 grams of carbs is not high carbs. It's not even moderate carbs. So she basically went on an all low carb diet, but this time she was eating an average about 1700 calories. Needless to say, she had zero energy to do cardio and her performance sucked. She did this diet for 3 weeks, still no movement on that scale, and now she's at 147 pounds. She just couldn't figure it out. What is going on? I mean, is she overeating? Is she eating the wrong things? Is she not eating clean enough? Is she insulin sensitive? Is she not doing enough cardio at this stage? Or maybe she's not dieting long enough to give the diet a chance? And this is when she reached out to me for help. Her first plateau came about from too much exercise, mainly cardio, and she overcame that plateau by eating less, eating clean, and compound lifting. This plateau is a combination of exercising too much, lifting and cardio, combined with eating too little. For the amount of calories that she was eating for her body weight, her activity, and the amount of time that she's been dieting with no progress in body weight loss and no progress in body fat loss, it was very clear that for her specific situation, her metabolism slowed down significantly. Her metabolism adjusted to the amount of calories that she was eating and her activity level. She was in a negative energy balance, and I could just imagine how stressed her body must have been feeling and how that cortisol also negatively impacted her fat loss efforts. Her first step was to fix her metabolism and get it back to normal before she can even start to think about weight loss. She understood that this was a process, and she did very well. Here is someone who would hardly ever eat over 2,000 calories because she's afraid she'd gain fat. Very common fear, especially among females. And yet, after eating 600 calories more, we're talking an average of 2,300 calories, and in her words, doing even less cardio, she lost her first pound and even got commented by someone on how she looks. And feedback from others is so encouraging, especially because you look at yourself every day and you might not see those changes. Now, I'm not saying go eat 600 calories more and do less cardio to lose weight. She did not do this overnight. She was able to eat everything she wanted, and now she's working on leaning down. Stay tuned to hear the advice I gave her, Ku's success, and how far she's gone in just 1 year of learning how to lift heavy. I hope you guys learned a thing or two from Ku's story so far. And please don't forget to click like below if you like hearing stories like this, and feel free to comment. Please click subscribe, stay tuned, check out my other videos by clicking on these links here or explore my playlist. And feel free to follow me on Twitter at Eat Not Diet or connect with me on Instagram or Facebook at Mimi Bonny. Thanks for watching.